Gamesweasel.com. Review.
I've never properly played through a Devil May Cry game. It's always been a game I should have got round to playing, but there was always something else going on at the time. Well, with the fourth in the series, I made a point of playing it properly, and it ain't half bad, let me tell you. We all know that Dante is the main man in the DMC games, but in this one, at least to begin with, you play as Nero, a guy who looks like he's off to a fancy dress party dressed as Dante from Devil May Cry, only with a weedier gun and a handy hand that's actually got some demon powers. Very useful probably if you get into a fight outside your local drinking establishment. This arm of doom is called the Devil Bringer, and you can use it to grab enemies from afar and bring them to you, throw them around and grapple onto certain parts of the levels to pull yourself to new heights. If you've ever played Onimusha 3 or God of War, you'll know the mechanic by now. As well as your double-barreled pistol and your arm, you have a sword which you'll use most of the time to hack, slash and stab your opponents and try to get the coolest combo possible. And they all count because when you finish a level you can upload your overall score based on items found and used, fighting variety and speed of completion for all to see on Xbox Live. Now, if you've ever been put off by the difficulty of this game series, this time you might want to give it a try because you can play the game on human or devil hunter mode, easy or hard depending on the challenge you want, and also set manual or automatic combos and even let the game level up Nero for you instead of doing it yourself at various points in the game. And if you're finding the boss battles a bit too tough, it'll make it a bit easier for you the third time around. Good stuff. And if you've played other games from Capcom, you'll know the drill by now. You fight lots of monsters through a level, maybe solve the odd puzzle, then beat an end of level boss to get through the 20 levels or so. This formula doesn't really change, so if you like variety, maybe this game isn't for you. There is also some replayability if you want to go back and get better scores, and you can choose to play as Dante or Nero in earlier levels once you've unlocked him, finding new things to do previously inaccessible to Nero on the first play through the game. Looks wise, the cutscenes are very impressive as always, and the game looks nice enough, but does fall short compared to other games of its ilk in lesser detail such as blocky shadows from trees and Nero himself. And the music, well, it's okay, but plays the same death metal track with vocals during every fight, which does grate a bit if you're not into singing to make your throat bleed. This one is action all the way, and if you like that sort of thing, and maybe you want to choose how tricky your hardcore action games are, this one's worth a look. Devil May Cry 4 gets a very good 7 out of 10, but remember on the PS3, you've got to cope with that long install time when you first play it. You've been watching a review from Gamesweasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to Gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Gamesweasel TV.
Gamesweasel.com.